Hello, and welcome. Most of us have been told that chocolate is a guilty pleasure, a treat to be enjoyed sparingly. But after age 60, the real story for one specific kind of chocolate is quite different. The right kind, in the right amount, may be one of the simplest and most enjoyable tools for supporting two of the most important aspects of our well-being: our blood pressure and our daily mood. This isn't a small thing. Managing our circulation affects how steady we feel on our feet, how much energy we have for an afternoon with the grandkids, and our confidence when we're out running errands. And maintaining a stable, positive outlook is the foundation of our independence and our ability to enjoy the day-to-day. In this video, we are going to walk through the science in plain language. You'll learn exactly what to look for on a chocolate bar label, the simple reason one square a day is enough, and the best time of day to enjoy it. We'll talk about how this small habit can support your body, from your heart all the way to the friendly bacteria living in your gut. And please, stay with me to the end. I'll be sharing the number one mistake people make when buying dark chocolate that cancels out the benefits, and a simple three-step plan to see if this strategy is a good fit for you. My promise to you is that there will be no scare tactics here, just a clear look at what large studies suggest, what they don't, and how to have an informed conversation with your doctor about it. If you're looking for reliable, practical health guidance, you are in the right place. It's a wonderful community we're building here. Consider subscribing, and please, take a moment to share one health goal you're focusing on this month in the comments below. It's a great way for us all to learn from each other. Now, let's get into the 5 key ways that a square of very dark chocolate, that's 85% cacao or higher, can work with your body. We'll count down from 5 to 1, with the number one reason being the most powerful and well-studied benefit for your long-term health. Starting at number 5, a surprising boost for your gut health. We're hearing more and more about the microbiome these days, which is just the scientific name for the trillions of tiny organisms, mostly bacteria, that live in our digestive system. Think of it like a complex and bustling internal garden. When the good bacteria are thriving, it helps with everything from digestion to our immune system. Here's how dark chocolate fits in. That 85% chocolate is packed with 2 things your good gut bacteria love: fiber and special plant compounds called polyphenol, especially a type called flavanols. These act as prebiotics. A prebiotic is essentially fertilizer for the good bugs in your garden. They can't digest it, but your beneficial bacteria can. When they feast on these compounds, they flourish and multiply, helping to crowd out the less helpful bacteria. You might experience this in a very practical way. For many of us, digestion can become a bit more sluggish or unpredictable as we get older. Supporting a healthy gut balance can lead to more regularity and less of that uncomfortable, bloated feeling after meals. A well-tended inner garden is a calmer, more efficient one. The practical step here is incredibly simple. We're talking about 1 single square a day. There is no need for more. This isn't about eating a whole bar. It's a small, consistent input that, over time, helps to nourish that beneficial gut community. If you have a sensitive system, perhaps start with just half a square and see how you feel. It's a gentle addition, not a drastic change. Let's move on to number 4, a gentle lift for your mood and your mental focus. As the afternoon rolls around, it's common to feel a dip in energy or a bit of mental fog. We might reach for another cup of coffee, but that can sometimes lead to jitteriness or interfere with our sleep later on. This is where dark chocolate offers a more subtle and, for many, a more pleasant alternative. The mechanism here is twofold. First, dark chocolate contains a compound called theobromine. It's a relative of caffeine, but it behaves very differently in the body. Instead of giving you a sharp jolt and a potential crash, theobromine provides a milder, longer-lasting sense of alertness. Think of it less like flipping a light switch on and more like slowly turning up a dimmer. It gently stimulates the central nervous system, which can help clear away some of that afternoon haze. Second, the flavanols we've been talking about appear to support the brain's own mood-regulating chemistry. Studies suggest they can encourage the production and availability of neurotransmitters like serotonin, often called the feel-good chemical. This doesn't mean chocolate is a treatment for depression. It absolutely is not. But it can contribute to a more stable, even-keeled mood throughout the day. For anyone who feels their mood is a bit flat or who struggles with that 3 p.m. slump, here is the micro-coaching. The timing is key. Make your square of dark chocolate an after-lunch treat, something to enjoy between noon and 2 p.m. This gives you that gentle lift for the afternoon without interfering with your sleep. If you know you're sensitive to caffeine in any form, it's especially important to have it earlier in the day and not in the evening. This small, mindful ritual can replace a less healthy, sugary snack and give you a much more beneficial boost. Now for number 3, protecting your precious brain cells. One of the most common anxieties we face as we get older is the fear of our minds not being as sharp as they once were. Those moments of forgetting a name or walking into a room and wondering why you're there can be unsettling. While many things contribute to brain health, improving blood flow is one of the most critical, and this is where flavanols truly shine. Here's the simple explanation. For your brain to work at its best, it needs a constant, rich supply of oxygen and nutrients, all delivered by your bloodstream. The flavanols in dark chocolate have been shown to be able to cross the highly selective blood-brain barrier. Once there, they help improve the function of your blood vessels, encouraging them to be more flexible and deliver more blood to key areas of the brain, particularly those involved in memory and learning. Imagine the network of vessels in your brain as a series of tiny roads. Flavanols act like a good road maintenance crew, helping to keep those pathways open and clear, ensuring that vital fuel deliveries can get through to your brain's command center efficiently. This enhanced blood flow is also linked to something called neuroplasticity, which is the brain's amazing ability to form new connections and adapt throughout our lives. It's the physical basis of learning and memory. This is a great moment to address a very common myth. The myth is that all dark chocolate is good for you. This is simply not true, and it's where many people go wrong. The health benefits are tied directly to the flavanol content, and how the chocolate is processed makes a huge difference. Many brands, even some dark ones, use a process called Dutching or alkalizing to make the cocoa less bitter. You'll see it on the label as cocoa processed with alkali. This process, unfortunately, can destroy a significant portion of the beneficial flavanols. So a 70% Dutch processed bar might have fewer active compounds than a non-alkalized 60% bar. The key is to look for 85% or higher cacao and check the ingredient list to ensure it does not say processed with alkali. If this explanation is making sense and you're finding it helpful, a quick tap on the subscribe button is a wonderful way to support the channel and helps others in our community find this practical advice. The practical step for brain health is all about consistency. It's not about eating a lot of chocolate before a crossword puzzle. It's the small, daily, cumulative effect of that one square, day after day, that helps to support this vital circulatory function over the long term. Coming in at number 2 is the connection to blood sugar and insulin. Many of us are keeping a close eye on blood sugar, whether we have a formal diagnosis of type 2 diabetes, have been told we have prediabetes, or are simply trying to prevent it. We know that big spikes and crashes in blood sugar can leave us feeling tired, irritable, and can contribute to long-term health problems. The primary concern with most sweets is, of course, the sugar. A standard milk chocolate bar can send your blood sugar soaring. But a single 10-gram square of 85% dark chocolate contains very little sugar, often just 1 or 2 grams. Its impact on your blood sugar is minimal, making it one of the safest sweet treats you can enjoy. But the benefit goes deeper than just being low in sugar. The flavanols themselves seem to play a role in how our bodies manage sugar. They appear to improve something called insulin sensitivity. Here's a simple way to think about it. Insulin is the key that unlocks our body's cells to let sugar, glucose, enter and be used for energy. When our cells are insulin resistant, it's like the locks have gotten rusty. The key doesn't work as well, so sugar builds up in the bloodstream. Flavanols seem to help keep those locks from getting rusty, making the cells more receptive to insulin's signal. For anyone who worries about that sleepy, heavy feeling after a meal, this is a relevant point. A small square of 85% chocolate for dessert won't cause a sugar spike and may, over time, help your body's entire system for managing energy work a little more smoothly. Of course, it's critical to say that chocolate is not a treatment for diabetes. It's a tiny piece of a very large puzzle that includes diet, exercise, and any medications your doctor has prescribed. The red flag line here is clear. Always follow your healthcare provider's advice for managing your blood sugar and continue to monitor your levels as they've instructed. This is a supportive habit, not a substitute for medical care. And now, the number one reason to consider a square-a-day strategy: better blood pressure through more flexible blood vessels. High blood pressure is one of the most common health concerns after 60, and for good reason. It puts extra strain on our heart and our entire circulatory system. For many, managing it involves medication, which is essential, but lifestyle and diet play a huge supportive role. This is the most well-researched benefit of high flavanol cocoa. The mechanism is fascinating and remarkably direct. The inside lining of our arteries is called the endothelium. It's not just a passive pipe, it's an active organ. When we consume flavanols, they stimulate this lining to produce a specific gas called nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide as a powerful relaxation signal for your blood vessels. When it's released, it tells the smooth muscle in your artery walls to relax and widen. It's like going from a narrow, rigid pipe to a wider, more flexible hose. When your blood vessels are wider and more relaxed, your blood can flow through with less force. The pressure against the artery walls goes down. That is, quite literally, a drop in blood pressure. This matters immensely. It reduces the daily workload on your heart. It ensures that oxygen-rich blood can get to all your vital organs, from your brain to your kidneys, more easily. It's the very foundation of cardiovascular health. Many of us know the feeling of seeing a high number on the home blood pressure cuff and the anxiety that comes with it. This small habit is an empowering, proactive step you can take to support the work your doctor and medications are already doing. So, let's put this all together into a simple, 3-step action plan you can start this week. First, get the right chocolate. Go to the store and look for a bar that clearly states it is 85% cacao or higher. 90% is even better if you enjoy the taste. Turn it over and read the ingredients. You want to see cocoa listed first, minimal sugar, and you want to ensure it does not say processed with alkali. Second, adopt this square-a-day strategy. A serving is one single square, typically about 10 grams. Break it off and enjoy it slowly, perhaps with a cup of tea or as a small dessert after lunch. Remember, consistency beats quantity. Every day is the goal. Third, track your numbers wisely. If you monitor your blood pressure at home, continue doing so at the same time each day. Write it down in a log. Do not expect a miracle overnight. You are looking for a gentle, downward trend over a period of several weeks or months. For most people, a healthy target for home blood pressure readings is below 130/80. The most important part of this step is to discuss what you're doing and share your log with your doctor at your next appointment. Never, ever change or stop your blood pressure medication on your own. This is a supportive food, not a replacement for your medical treatment. Let's bring this all together. The goal here isn't to find a single magic food that will solve everything. The goal is to find small, enjoyable, and sustainable habits that work together to support your health. Adding 1 square of high-quality, 85% dark chocolate to your day is a simple, evidence-based step that can support the health of your blood vessels, your brain, your mood, and even your digestion. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge and taking small, consistent actions that help you feel more energetic, think more clearly, and have confidence in your body's resilience. It's a tiny ritual that can have a meaningful, positive ripple effect. For those who are interested in digging a little deeper, I will link to a few plain language articles from trusted university and health clinic websites in the description below. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Is this square day strategy a habit you might be willing to try? Let me know your thoughts. If you found this video clear and helpful, please consider giving it a like and sharing it with a friend or family member who might also benefit from this information. It's a wonderful way to help support others in our community. Thank you so much for your time today. Take good care of yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.